Okay, welcome to my haul of board games. This is Brawl. Brawl. I don't know how I got that. It is a cards game that you hold in your hand and you can print it out for free. It was on one of these BGG lists. Now, for a free print and play game, you get a lot of good, but if you Igor Zuber, Zuber is some kind of bison, I think. Anyway, Zuber, this is the 2.4 version. There are several typos, but that is not really a problem. The problem is that this rulebook never ends, so it has like 50 pages, and there are also puzzles, yeah, there's a lot of ways to play this. There are a few playthroughs. If you want to print this, every page is in the PDF is shown in with the left side and the right side. So you want to cut out every PDF page, right? And for that tool, you can use, where is it? It has a stupid name. I had to do this several times, and yeah, if you, for example, want to also do this for Roll Camera, which also has a 2-page PDF sheet setting, it becomes worth your money, but it is called Very PDF Advanced PDF Page Cut. That's the name. It costs about 20 euros, but then you can cut pages. There is no guarantee. It's a quite buggy tool. Sometimes I had this once. Yeah, I had this thing. Sometimes the verso pages, so the left page, when you print it in book form, doesn't render blank. So you have a white page on the left. That cost me a few a few milliliters of ink. But what you can do is print double-sided, but then made smaller. So I did this on 85%, two sides, and then you have on the top and on the right, you need to cut out with a line cutter, right? And then it will print out every page, but not in book form, for some technical reason. This game comes with several packs of game, like Ragnar, the Warrior, Leo the Pyromancer, Marius the Vampire, Kisa the Huntress, Dargoth the Blood Demon, Gonk the Ogre, Arach the Spider Swarm, Zora the Beastmaster, Verdancy the Sentient Flora, and Giro the Cursed One. Now, some of these are heroes. For example, Ragnar is for sure a hero, and some of these are enemies. So, for sure, the ogre is one enemy. And this is the recommended way to start your game. Unfortunately, if you print this out with a desk yet, you can't really shuffle them because they tend to stick together. So I would have to sleeve all of these things. And as I said before, 102% is the best if you have crappy sleeves. And if you have like premium Dragon Shield sleeves, yeah, well, that's gonna cost you, but then you can just use 100%. The idea is that you have a reference guide for this and for the other one. Yeah, sticky stuff. Hop. And you are battling. This doesn't shuffle, but you are battling in your hands, and from the top of the game, the fence out game, to the towards the back of it, and this would be a very bad start. Let's start better. You start with your life fully, and you have 5 cards as a hero. And of course the bad guy also starts fully. So this would be, I think, a valid setup. Suppose that you arrived at this randomly. The idea is, it is shown here, so you can replicate it. It's a very good tutorial. And then you activate things on the card, like with Galdor's grip or like Palm Island. So you can always see what is going on, and any like for this, for example, you do 2 damage to the enemy. So one of these cards becomes rotated, I think. And one of these cards, yeah, another card gets also rotated or something. And eventually you want, of course, the enemy to become fully white, and before your hearts become fully white, and things go to the back, and they get reordered, like in the Mancala fashion that also introduced with what was the name? Galdor's grip, for example. So yeah, that's the idea for handy Brawl. And if you print this out in a 80% fashion, you can bind it, so it looks okay. And then you can put these things in a box. You need to design a box, of course. It's not provided, but it's very easy to build. And then you have a nice little game that is, as far as I could read, extremely hard. Some of these enemies, because if you can beat Gonk, but then there are several other enemies that acquire different tactics, so it's very rich and thought through. Some guy wrote a solver, so puzzles can be solved by the solver, and it can also be designed by the solver, so at least you can check if there is only one solution. And that gives, in fact, endless replayability. The only thing that I am unsure about is you can print everything out for free, and everything is tied to a specific hero. But these cards, they have no corresponding hero. I think they should have, because this is a set of 4, so this is an enemy, and we also have this pink stuff. I'm also not sure. I think it would be the Pink Panther or something. They don't have a hero or enemy reference sheet for those yet, but I think I can, once I manage to learn this game, then I can play against these 2. And the final set is with these flames, so it would be Frenzy Flame or something. But the cards cards really, yeah, that is. I have questions how this works, how the setup is, and stuff like that. But I think I could work it out. This is weird because it has a white heart with some timer inside, and no, is it dead or I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's in rulebook. So these are 3 sets, but these 2 cards I have no idea what they are for. So maybe if the designer could give a better iconography or more full iconography. The edges don't match any of the sets. And the top left icon things don't match any of the sets. So I'm not sure about these 2 cards. And that is in fact my only question. This would be nice to dive into, but I will first. Yeah, I think I'm going to sleeve the Ragnar and the Ogre, because all you need is nine sleeves, right? So you can easily do that. The rest can stay in the box, and once you win, you can swap them out. Yeah. So that is Handy Brawl. Handy Brawl, technical, minimalistic, uber complex, one color style game, small game, cheap game. What is else here? Yeah. Let's talk about Dorf Romantic, or should we say let's leave that for tomorrow. Okay, bye.